Hi Leo, welcome to September 2019. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Show me energy present for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September 2019. Leo, what's going on with the energy of Leo, please? Leo. First card out, you have the Three of Cups. Often a card of celebration, connection, going out and enjoying yourself with your friends, seeing eye to eye with your colleagues, your cohorts, being connected with family, enjoying yourself, enjoying your friends. Sometimes it can talk about third-party situations and temptation that may be brought upon us by over-drinking, but, you know, not always. Queen of Pentacles. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Very stable queen, very forthright, very connected to the earth, connected to life. An entrepreneur, somebody who cares about her surroundings, her family, the situations that bring longevity and abundance within her life. Somebody who craves stability. You have the moon. Piscean and Cancerian energy. I'm feeling like I need to do this differently. Okay, so under there at the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. How is this going? What is this? Okay, so it's going to be you and them, or it could be them and you. You figure out which is going to be most fitting to your situation. These are general readings, so this is not a private reading. Okay. Show me more for Leo. Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. The Sun, Three of Swords. A lot of threes going on here. The energy between you two. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So it's like we have somebody here who is gearing up to communicate their feelings, wanting to offer something that is more so in the beginnings. If this isn't a relationship situation, it's dealing with work. It is figuring out how to go forward, how to move forward in a situation. But it feels like we have this connection here that's been painful. We're not open to all of the information that's happened. Somebody in the past may have been in connection with a earth sign. They may have been tempted by that person. They may have kept this information in the dark. You have the moon here with the sun in reverse over here. It may have been a situation where they decided to go in that direction, give, offer, accept, whatever it is. They had a fair amount of time with this person, fair amount of fun and enjoyment with this person. But it feels like something here, the stability of the potential within the stability of the situation didn't pan out to what they thought it might be. And they themselves were kind of mesmerized by something that didn't really have much like stability, validity, something as far as heft with it. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, you guys. Feels like this person here is wanting to be recognized by you, wanting to let go of some of these problems in regard to this situation. They want to basically apologize and connect with you, let down their guard, or hope that you let down your guard. And it feels also, too, whoever this person is, it's like they're adamant in trying to get something moving again. it's kind of strange. I know that this is their energy, your energy, however it goes, but it feels like it's a high concentration of their energy. That's what it feels like, Leo. It also feels in a regard that they're adamant about wanting to do something here, but also you're just as adamant about getting things going in the direction you want. It feels like you've already experienced enough problems with somebody where information wasn't completed, wasn't given to you, wasn't given forthright. And I don't think that that sat well with you. This situation doesn't it doesn't have to necessarily be within a long-standing relationship. You could have dated this person, you could have been seeing them for 6 months, a year, whatever it may be, but this person may have been experiencing other things with other people, or they just weren't ready to settle down. I feel that they were with other people. They were being tempted by other potentials that they thought may have been stronger, and it strung you along or something, but it ended up not going in that direction for them, which kind of threw both of you under the bus in a way. And now it's like they want to come back to the drawing board. They want to offer something here. They want to come back in regard to letting down their guard, but also in hopes that you let down your guard for new growth here. But it feels here, Leo, that you are more so bent on, or not bent, but more so inclined to set a new path, set a new direction. It's like you're still standing, you've risen above this energy here, that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of energy and courage and inner wisdom to do that. You take your own situation for what it is within honesty and allow that to be. You're not trying to make it something it isn't. You're not trying to hope that everything's going to be peaches and cream and roses when it's clearly not that. You have temptation that may have taken somebody away from you, yet why give back to that, And that doesn't necessarily mean that the person's bad. We make mistakes. We have confusion. We don't necessarily see eye to eye with other people. Sometimes we're in the mode of, what is it called? Sowing your oats, being young and, enjoying yourself on the dance floor and in other people's beds. But in the long run, it doesn't really bring any type of stability. And I think that person, you were maybe wanting that with them and they weren't able to give that to you. And in a certain way, I feel like they were wanting it too, and they didn't get it. Some of you, it's going to be this person was just out playing. I don't want to say a player, but somebody who was enjoying themselves, being young, frivolous. Maybe not everybody's young. They were just a player. But what I'm feeling here is that the stability that was offered was minimal, and it wasn't enough for you to stay in the situation, because what it ended up doing was causing imbalance, disconnection, not really trusting the direction that you're going in, not knowing how to make more of this. And so I think in a way, Leo, you may have stepped away. This could also be somebody stepping away from you, had that been the situation, but reversed. And it feels here like you're more so inclined to almost like punch through to a new beginning, but I feel it might be on your own. You have your back turned here to this Three of Pentacles, and this just feels like going back to the drawing board anyhow. It's like you would have to redate this person. You would have to start to build a trust level with this person. You would have to trust their plan in regard to this. The Three of Swords, it can talk about a lot of things. I mean, it can talk about significant heartbreak, and it also can talk about being let down in a situation, not where you're completely annihilated, not where you are so hurt and wounded and burnt that like you can't function. Like sometimes it's like, okay, shit, that stung. That didn't work out. I really like the person. That fucking stung. But I'm not cataclysmically falling apart, It's for some of you. Some of you are very hurt, but I feel here that this person is wanting to communicate and in hopes that you let down your guard. But I think the things that have transpired here as far as, you not having information, you not being able to see clearly into a situation. I think that may be enough to kind of halt your movement forward in this situation with this person, or at least make you leery, because it feels still that like the information isn't present. So show me the moon here. Hang on, let me shuffle these a bit. Show me the moon here for Leo, or the person they're dealing with. So you have the Page of Swords for the moon. The Page of Swords, and you have King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This person, it feels like they are emotionally distraught. They don't know how to communicate their emotions. It feels like they don't know how to express what happened here, because in a certain way, I feel like it's teaching them a lesson, because they have to look at some of the bullshit that they've caused here, and the truth behind the reasons why, Leo. They have to look at that, and I don't know if it's not 100% that they're going to be able to express that, accept that within themselves, because sometimes to do that, you have to look deeply within yourself. Again, if you're dealing with like a party or a player, they may want to apologize here. They may want to try and date again, but it's not necessarily something where it's like, it's not, God, I don't want to say quality material, but it might not be enough to continue on, especially if this is the energy here presented. The moon, it talks about emotional disruption, confusion, not being able to clearly see the path that you're supposed to be on. It can talk about deception, lies, deceit, all of that stuff too. But with the Page of Swords, like this person, if they're to if this person is to communicate, please, ISIL, communicate. Sorry, you guys. If this person is to communicate anything to you, they're going to have to do a fair amount of shining light on stuff. And I don't know if they're 100% equipped to do that. Show me the Queen of Pentacles here. Judgment. So for the Queen of Pentacles, you have Judgment. In the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. So 2 cards of reconciliation, 2 cards of trying to balance things out. You may have been dealing with an earth sign, that may have been what's been going on. You have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You've got Scorpio, you've got Pisces, Cancer, Leo. You've got a lot of things. You've got basically all signs almost. No water. Well, you do have water, but I'm rambling. All right, so basically what I'm feeling here is like this person is wanting to communicate. They're wanting to open up. But I think, again, here too, you may also not be comfortable with this, because it comes with having to trust somebody, especially somebody who may have treated you in a very immature way, or still is acting within a very immature way of being, okay? And so it's like, am I being offered something true here, or am I offered something that is going to fall apart, or it doesn't really come with much stability, behind it? So you have the option to figure out if you want to do this or not, and just as much as the Chariot is here for them, trying to move forward, trying to move towards success and conversation with you, trying to patch this up, patching things up, balancing things out, making sure things are equal, we also have the Chariot in regard to you, which, what do you want? You have things coming. Lessons happen here, which gear you up towards something more, especially with the Three of Swords. Oh my God, the Three of Wands. It's like you have wisdom in this situation, and I think you're applying it. Show me the Three of Cups here for Leo. Page of Wands. So communication with somebody, again, it's kind of this immature communication though. Pages are young, you know, could be somebody under 30. The pages are, you know, or under 20, 25, 30, or it's just, even if they're not that young, it's just somebody who is very immature in their communication, in their thought process, their delivery. Sometimes it's people who can be very impetuous, somebody who is impetuous enough to be led off and led astray by, you know, the tantalizing potentials of third-party situations, or over partying, or, you know, you may not be in a third-party situation at all. You may be dealing with somebody who has a problem with, you know, their spending habits, and they can't make ends meet, you know, and it's enough to deter you to not wanting to go back, you know. This is kind of starting from square one in certain ways with the Three of Pentacles. It's wanting to have equal connection, communication in regard with somebody to aim towards the same goal, you know, working towards the same goal on something. But again, you've got your back to it over here, and you're kind of like punching towards a new direction. Show me the Chariot. So for the Chariot, you have the Two of Cups popping out in reverse. These decks are upright. If it pops out in reverse, that's to pop out in reverse. It just happens. So for the Chariot, the Two of Cups, we have a disconnection between two people. And I feel like somebody here is wanting to communicate, to at least address, to mend something. But I think they're tongue-tied. They don't know how to do this. I feel there might be a little bit of a dramatic flair with this person in regard to their connection to you, or their approach and how they do this. What is that? Okay, so I'm picking up, this is weird. I do solemnly swear. I do solemnly swear. I don't know if those are the exact words that's going to be used, but that's the energy that that's coming right now. I do solemnly swear, like I promise. I don't know. That's a very, I don't know. Actions speak louder than words. And it feels like this person's actions need to, they've already spoken for themselves. This person needs to grow up. But you're still presented here with somebody who is younger minded, if not younger themselves. And at the bottom of the deck for that too, with this Two of Cups in reverse, which is a connection that has been severed. It's not having trust in somebody. It's not wanting to reconnect with someone, you know, hence why this Judgment card could be here. At the bottom of the deck for the Two of Cups in reverse, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of consideration. It is an energy where we evaluate situations for what they've shown us so far. Is this something that has provided me with things that, you know, I want to keep giving to and nurturing and like sharing with, and just making sure that things are going this way, or, you know, and they're building, or I've given to this and, you know, it's not really giving back to me. I don't know if I want to get back to this, you know, and I think that that's kind of where you're at, or you may have been at, you know. So let's go ahead and clarify this side. Show me the Three of Pentacles here for Leo. So for the Three of Pentacles over here, you have Two Cups. You have the, I'm sorry, two cards. My words are so jumbled today. I don't know what's up. Maybe this is the energy of this person that I'm picking up on. It's like they can't form sentences, or they're having a hard time communicating. I'm just having a hard time communicating here. I feel kind of like flushed, like I don't know. Okay. So you have the Two of Swords here in reverse for this Three of Pentacles, with the King of Swords in reverse here, with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So in regard to this, the Two of Swords in reverse, this is essentially, it indicates a time period where we have not spoken to each other, where we've been very quiet, where we are not communicating in regard to our feelings or emotions, where you just may have just been out of somebody's life, MIA. And there's been silence, but now it's opening up, communicating about the direction that you want to take this in. The King of Swords, though, I do want to mention here, the King of Swords in reverse, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This energy is somebody who can be very cold, disconnected, calculated in a very cruel way when they need to be. They're devoid of emotion. They have a hard time sharing and expressing their emotions. They're not somebody that's easy to deal with at all, or it just could be somebody that has atrocious communication problems and they're just shut off and very, they're coming up as a king, but it's almost like this ugly, naive energy is what I'm picking up. I know that's not the true meaning of that card, but what I'm picking up is like this, they're kind of pricks or assholes because they're naive, but it's like, how do I say that? Like trying to overcompensate, but not really having the clout, or trying to compensate for, how do you say it? Oh God, please words, please come through to me. Oh my God. It's almost as if somebody knows that their communication style or approach is inferior, and so it's like they come at it with more force, but that doesn't really work for them. It works against them, but that's kind of all they know. That's what I'm picking up. It's very nuanced. The Tower essentially communicates breaking down a foundation that was not sturdy. It was a faulty foundation. I hear that that's what they want to build again. They're communicating this now, or they're opening the lines of communication to do that. This person may have also just been completely shut off. This doesn't just have to mean an asshole. This can also mean somebody who is emotionally disconnected heavily. Okay, if that other what I just shared before does not seem to fit with it, it may just be somebody also who is entirely emotionally disconnected, distraught, and doesn't know how to communicate. And so just as much as you hearing from them may be a shock, it's also incredibly shocking for this person. And the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. They're in conflict about this. They're in conflict about doing this. And it's like, what I'm feeling here is the only way that they know how to fix this is to almost be on your knees, like begging a situation. I do solemnly swear. Okay. Show me the Sun in reverse. No. Show me the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Show me the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That is an energy that is somebody's sorry. Somebody could be communicating their problems. You've caught somebody, even though you may not have had all of the information. This could have been you also spying on them because you did not have all of the information, because they may have come at you with a deceptive energy. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil, Capricorn energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy over here. It's interesting just because we have somebody who is wanting to come out of this problematic situation. This feels like somebody who is genuinely sorry, and the problems arose through this energy here where they're entertaining problematic situations, going out, over drinking, overspending, gambling, having sex with people who, maybe didn't really provide them the energy that they hoped for, Show me the Sun in reverse. So for the Sun in reverse, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And you have the Fool with the World at the bottom of the deck. So, in regard to this information that either has not come forth, not knowing, being shut out of a situation where you needed to know more, but it wasn't provided to you, you have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is talking about taking things slow, moving forward. It can talk about, a lot of the times it can talk about cycles for me, perpetuating cycles. I think here too, if you've dealt with somebody like this in the past or before, sometimes we accumulate a series of lovers or relationships in our life that kind of have, similar notes and flavors of each other in each other. It's like, yeah, I remember going through that with so and here it is again, that kind of energy. I feel that this is kind of a closing out of that energy, and you're already knowing that. It's like you're already moving into the direction of, I need to be on my own with this Nine of Pentacles. It's like, I don't necessarily need to be in this to experience this again. Would be perpetuating a cycle. It would be problematic. Going back into this would give me no footing. It may be a new beginning, but I don't have footing in this new beginning. How can I trust this? And so it's like you're having to do some sort of internal sleuthing on what you want. I don't think it's going to be a lot of sleuthing, though. I think you already know that you need to not be in this. It doesn't bring stability. Somebody may have regret, frustration, they're upset about this, but the whole point here is to close it out with the World at the bottom of the deck. It's to close this energy out. When you allow things to let go, when you forgive people, when you do it gracefully or not, but it has to be a genuine forgiveness. If you do forgive somebody, not holding grudges, you elevate yourself, you elevate the situation. You're not tied in and connected to it to such a degree where it's like you're holding the energy, completely in bondage to yourself, because that, in that regard, you have to maintain it. If you're holding a grudge, you have to maintain it. You're not free to move on. You could date somebody new, but you're going to run into this shit again. You have to be free from the bond of anger, frustration with this person. I feel that there's a gracious energy here of you, but it's deciding to let things go and move forward on your own. This is a card of stability. It's a card of happiness, finding your own niche, making your abundance on your own, enjoying your time, your free time, doing things that are entirely for you, being selfish in a very healthy way, feeling good about yourself and your accomplishments. And sometimes to get out of situations like this is an accomplishment. Some of you, this is going to be deeper, more painful, but you're coming out of it. Some of you, this was like somebody that you had a couple flings with and you thought maybe that this could have had some longevity, but then it proved to be otherwise. And so for that group, it may be actually easier to come out of this. Either way, what I'm feeling is that there's change and shift and understanding in regard to the situation now, where we're no longer bonded to it or choosing to be bound to it. Okay, let's check out this Three of Swords at the bottom. Show me the Three of Swords here. Okay, so for the Three of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups and you have Justice in reverse. So for the Three of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups, Justice in reverse. With the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is about compassion. It's about understanding people for where they are in themselves. It's about understanding and embracing us where we are in ourselves in the situation. It's allowing things to unfold in their natural way, not forcing something to happen. It's being nurturing while also stepping away. And sometimes that's the only way to nurture yourself or the situation, is to step away from something. You're moving away here. It feels like there's, you may have this idea after this is done that, well, should I have let that go? Should I have tried it again? It's okay. That's natural. That's normal. I think it's time to let this go. If you don't do that, it feels like this is just going to cause more of this problematic energy with the Wheel of Fortune, because no matter what, I feel that you're exemplifying here this queen energy, and I don't just mean, oh yeah, now you're the Queen of Pentacles, but the energy of somebody who wants something that's has longevity, something that's stable, somebody who wants something that is lasting and worth your while and energy. And you have an opportunity here, but it's being given to you by the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, like very youthful, young energy. Or if it's not somebody who's young, it's somebody who just doesn't have they're immature in themselves. And for them to try and step up to you, offer what they can, it may not be enough. Even if it's an earnest offer, it may not be enough. It leaves you here in a new beginning, but a new beginning with no footing. It's just something that's lovey-dovey. Smelling that rose. Pay attention. And here, again, I keep feeling this energy of like benevolence and grace. Here we have this person on their knees. Wanting to balance this out, wanting to share, communicate here. Apology. Again, I do solemnly swear. Okay. All right. So it may not be those words, honestly, but that's the energy that I keep getting. I promise you, I swear, I promise I won't do this again. Or I don't know what came over me. Whatever it is, I do solemnly swear. But we have this being said to the Queen of Cups. Now, this energy it doesn't fall on deaf ears. It's not something that has enough to make it last. It's not something that is able to build more upon, and I think when we step into this Queen of Cups energy, could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have all of those energies here presented, but I feel here that you end up, Leo, having an energy of forgiveness, like the benevolent lion, forgiveness. Here, again, we have this person wanting to balance things out, even things out. But again, this has reference also to third-party situations. And so I feel that that's where they're coming from. And your decision is to backtrack the energy and let it go. The Five of Pentacles. It's letting somebody go. It's, yes, everybody says it's shutting them out in the cold, but this queen doesn't shut people out in the cold, really. She cares about them. She cares about their growth and who they are, how they are. But in a certain way, we need to also not be so attached to this person, because the Queen of Cups can also have a lot of attachment issues. Sometimes, in reverse, she is totally attached in all the wrong ways and like overcompensating and the enabler du jour, like all of these things that she shouldn't necessarily give to people. She gives to people because she wants to feel needed and wanted and loved and desired and helpful. And, sometimes helping somebody is to let them go. Helping somebody is to say, thank you for expressing this to me, and thank you for sharing this. And I'll express to you what I felt here too, but I don't think I can move forward with this. So I'm going to have to let it go. And that way you get to say your piece. You also hold court. And this person gets to eliminate some guilt, because it feels like they're pretty upset here, pretty guilty of something. And you know what? Hands washed. Like things get gotten over with, like people get over stuff easier when there's communication, when there's extension of heart. Even though you may not really want to talk to this person, I still feel that there's a necessity here to be compassionate. So let's go ahead and pull a little oracle card here. And I don't know, I'm probably going to get another oracle deck. I've been using the Nocturna for a while now. I really do like these cards, but I don't know. I feel like I want to switch it up. Show me for Leo. So you have lavender, Leo. So just without the book, lavender is a very healing card. Putting the energy of lavender between these two people, you and this person. Lavender is something of a calming release. Also, sometimes it can be used in same-sex relationship magic as well. So if this is a same-sex situation, you may... It's indicating that it could be, but not everybody's going through that. I do know that. So that's scary, you know. I'm probably not the reader to listen to because I talk about everybody. I'm all inclusive. So, yeah, with the Queen of Cups and this Seven of Wands here, but I feel that this is a person, honestly. It's about restoring peace to the situation, not necessarily by maintaining it, but just bringing an air of peace to this, relaxation, ease of the mind, easing this person's mind. To me, they feel very, very conflicted by this. So let's check lavender and see what it has to say. Lavender, peace of mind, serenity, relaxation. The lavender is the ultimate symbol of serenity due to the relaxing feelings one gets when smelling the flower's beautiful aroma. Historically, lavender was used as a cure-all. Lavender was used to cure all sorts of ailments, ranging from gastrointestinal issues to anxiety, and is still used extensively to this day in aromatherapy. It is a flower that encourages meditation, calmness, and peace of mind. Yeah, I feel that there's a fair amount of anxiety here and upsetness with this person, but you know what? That's what happens when you have to step up to the plate and be honest about your situations or what you put people through. And that's not bad. Like, that's a lesson that person, it feels like, is coming to on their own. And I hope that they communicate that to you, because right now I feel that they're scared and they're very immature in the way that they communicate. But regardless of that, it feels like this person wants to communicate with you nonetheless. And that's a gift, you know, when somebody can be, I see that as a gift, just because when somebody is terrified of something or they're really fucked up, you know, and they still come forward to communicate to you, good on them. This world is full of ghosters and people who are totally cowards and afraid to communicate. They're afraid to feel their feelings and emote, and they just shut off and move on. And that's so damaging, not just to the person that they shut out, but also to themselves. Like, it doesn't allow them the opportunity to grow. It perpetuates some really ugly energy for them. But here, they're wanting to let it go. They're wanting to come out of it. And I think that they've been in their head about it long enough. So if you haven't heard from this person, you may hear from them, hopefully soon. But I would urge you to be, or at least suggest that you be a little bit mindful of the way that you communicate with them, and try and let go of your pain, and open up your heart, just for the aspect of compassion. You know, I don't think that it clearly doesn't want to move forward with this. You're better on your own, but also at least you can tell this person this when they come back to communicate this to you. So, all right, Leo, I hope that this reading was helpful. Yeah, I think it's important to walk away from this, but do so graciously and kindly and, you know, like a benevolent human being. So good on you. Yeah, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And I value your time, your consideration in regard to my readings, and I appreciate you being here. So I will see you guys in a few weeks, and I hope you have a good beginning of September. Take care. Bye-bye.